I've had my moments of doing that, not gonna lie. Sadly, that's actually true, and I do regret it, because it does make you look like a complete ass. I mean, don't get me wrong, knowing knowledge is very important, because it shows that, that you're willing to learn something, but if you just brag about it, then, you're a fucking idiot. I remember this one scenario, about... It was during my... Yeah, it was during my driver's ed class. There was some kids that were trying to talk to me. I think they're the popular kids, because, it's just the way that they dressed and stuff like that. Yeah, they just acted like it. But I wasn't really much of a talker, nor did I want to talk to people, so I read a book. And that's one thing that, for some reason, people like, oh, be smart, like, that's something that people do. I had glasses, and I had my book in my hand because I just didn't want to talk to people. But they called me over, and we were on break, and they called me over. We're like, hey, what you reading? I'm like, I'm reading Chernobyl. And they asked, what's that? They're like, it's a nuclear power plant in the Ukraine, which is now Russia. Well, now part of Russia. That exploded, and was, the first ever nuclear disaster. I'm like, wow, and they said, wow, you must be really intelligent. And I said, that's a bit of a tricky word, because, I said to them, like, everyone is smart in their own way. Intelligent is a word that people overuse a lot, referring to someone that is smart, when in reality, everyone is smart on their own, in their own way, in their own, whatever they may be learning. Like, I suck at math. I suck ass at math. But I'm really good at learning stuff that I'm fascinated about. In fact, Chernobyl. I know how a nuclear reactor works somehow. And it does require math, but I don't do that side of it because I'm not going to get into nuclear physics. I don't need to know the math side of it. But I said, like, hey, I forget the kid's name. I said, what's your name? We're gonna use Mike for now. We're gonna call him Mike. And I said, Mike, what is something that you're really good at in class? And he said math. I said, Mike, you are very intelligent at math. And I went around the room and said that to everyone. And now I hope from here on out they have a different view on people of intelligence. Because everyone is intelligent in their own way when it comes to certain stuff. It may take longer for, certain people to get it, but they can do it. They can. They just have to figure out a way of breaking it down and, learning it. Like, I have to learn math. I have to get really good at math to get my GED if I want that, and to pass high school. And am I looking forward to it? No, not at all. But if I break it down and take it at my own pace, I will be able to learn it. But yeah, everyone's intelligent in their own way.